Being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls and the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like...
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Set. 780. 47. Check. 47. 20. You're not ready. Check 99. Check 99.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Gun.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Hey, express.
From the gun, here's Newton. That's complete to Meredith. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Let's go. 20. 56. Mike, 56, right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton, open man is Uzama. 12 yards there and a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Gun. 47 is the mic.
Out of the gun, Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Josh Allen in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready. 52, Mike, 52. Danny. Check 3, check 3.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
They're going to look to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get in the weight room.
They'll begin here with Bernard. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down now, Bernard. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
56. Check 56. There we go. Whip. Watch the whip. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Slam. Jam.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Switch up.
They'll try the air now with Newton. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll run it here with Bernard. Bernard churning, and he lost the football. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Hey, check light 47.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Completes this one to Meredith. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Cameron Meredith. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, exit. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
They'll drop the throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Hey, defense. Hey, defense. Let's go. Deuce.
They'll run on 1st down. Bernard. DeJuan Smoot with a tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd down, Bernard. And he'll be taken down at the 34. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Check 3. 8.
Now it's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Here we go, dude. Here I come. Switch.
Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. And a Jaguar 1st down.
Set, ready? 50, plant.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 60 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Come on, set. 30 base. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. He's coming. Greystone, travel. He's coming. Double up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work his way down to the 16. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous...
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Jordan Evans has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see, and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
56 to Mike, boys. 20. Check 56.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Finding some room at midfield. He's got the lane, and there he goes. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. Elsewhere, 2nd quarter in D.C. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Marcel Darius. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On second down, here's Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready? Seconds to Mike. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front, because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
Might have needed just one more block as it stands, 37-yard return. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Ready, break. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Watch the slant. Hey, dude. Hey, watch 52. Watch 52. Look at me. Go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete.
It's now second and 10.
So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. In for the score. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Lambo to add on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Second and 10. Newton again. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Newton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. The 20, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, certainly they haven't had the ideal. Oh, this is blocked. And the Jags get it. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Back to throw, Newton. Open man is Higgins. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead will shrink to 6. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's hauled in by Doxson. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
80 weapon. Mike, 57. Not today, you are. Not today. Joker.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
On second down now, Mixon. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
Operating from the gun. Newton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Josh Allen in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Kill, kill, kill. Hey, watch this, watch this. Hey!
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. He's going to loft this one. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Going to give this time to the tailback. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
They go play action here on first down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's second and 8. Throwing is Newton. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action, being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I'm here all day.
From the gun, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Jake Ryan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Check 13. Check 13. Check. Gun. Lucky.
Throwing on second and long. Newton. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
You can't block me. 56.
Let's go.
Here's Newton. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A big third down play there for the Jags. 43 yards. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Hey!
Banjo.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a second and goal.
Set. 30 big.
Hey, watch the slant.
Kill. 6-6. Pull it high. 1-5.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. He may try and run for this. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40, past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, touchdown number 22 on the season, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Bullock good on the extra point, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little...
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Protein spill. Shoot.
Looking to throw. Out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. 52. Hey, keep it up. Check 52. Check safety.
Get it.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Evans in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
8. 56.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. And that is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. The drive will start with an option going left. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and it's 3rd down.
70, Indy.
There's the pot now.
Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big play there for Cincinnati. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Maple. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to put it.
The shotgun snap for Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To the air again, Newton. That's complete to Meredith. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
At the 2-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Get up! Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Staying open.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Here's a run with Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Bengals 34.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Well, Charles...